Hi there, my name's Gord King, and I'm a program coordinator with Careers the Next Generation. I've been working together with my colleague Ann Garrett to put together this presentation on the challenges to securing youth employment and how to overcome them. So please follow along with us in this presentation. Be sure to take some notes because there will be a quiz that follows, and hopefully you'll learn something new. Let's get going. I'd like to start by exploring some of the common challenges to employment that we have discovered after years of working with students, employers, and educators. One of the first challenges we hear time and time again is that students are just overwhelmed and they're unsure of the next steps on how to get their career started and how to get it started on the right track. Another challenge that we hear is limited mobility and limited job search horizons. How are we going to be able to expand those searches? Another challenge that we hear is that students don't recognize the experience and the skills that they already have and how they can bring them to the table to be a successful employee. And another thing that we hear is that students are unaware of the support that are available to them. How can they tap into those around them to get themselves a step ahead of the pack? Well, in this presentation, we're going to dive a bit deeper into each one of these challenges, and we're going to give you a few tips on how you can overcome them.
Hi, this is Anne, and as Gord said, I'm a program coordinator, and we work together at Careers the Next Generation. The thought of looking for a job can be exciting, scary, and sometimes overwhelming. Some students lack experience and skills and may not be familiar with work experience programs, internship, or apprenticeship opportunities that are offered through their schools, or how to recognize the skills they have gained from volunteering, sports they've played, or other organizations they may be a part of. But Gord's going to talk about this more in our presentation. Sometimes there's limited support at home, a lack of technical skills or access to technology, lower communication or interpersonal skills, language barriers, or mental health. And some students are unaware of what we call career readiness, and that's the knowledge of what to expect and to do at work. But we're here to help you through those steps. There are many great job boards available that advertise jobs in your community. And as an example, to get you started, you may want to use My Blueprint, the Indeed website, or the Alberta Learning Information Service website. That's also known as ALICE. And both My Blueprint and the ALICE site have listings of job boards that may be helpful for you as you start looking for work. They also have information on different careers and some self-assessment tools that you can do to help you figure out your interests, your values, what motivates you, etc. It's important, though, once you finish the assessments, to book an appointment with a career counselor or maybe your off-campus coordinator or your comm teacher to help you interpret the results. It's important to look for a job that interests you, uses your current skills, and helps you to continue to build and develop new ones. And we will provide some resources and websites at the end of the presentation. You're also going to need a resume and a cover letter to apply for jobs. We have a presentation on this to help you out, and there's also information on both the ALICE and My Blueprint sites as well. If you are struggling or need more help looking for work, we would recommend talking to your career or school counselor. Careers the Next Generation works with off-campus coordinators to help you gain work experience placements, internships, or apprenticeship opportunities. And as we said earlier, looking for work can be very exciting, scary, and sometimes overwhelming. But we're here to help.
Hi there, it's Gord again, and I'm going to talk to you about another challenge that we've uncovered over the years, and that's the challenge of limited job search horizons. What does that mean? It sounds kind of complicated. Well, actually, it's a relatively simple idea. It's the idea that some young people have a very narrow geographic search area for the jobs that they want, and this can severely limit the amount of prospects that are available to you. Also, it plays into the idea that young people have less contacts that are able to help them find the opportunities that they're looking for. So what can you do to overcome this challenge? Well, the first thing you can do is start reaching out beyond your inner circle. This may put you outside your comfort zone. It's probably easy to talk to your friends and your parents and maybe the school counselor about what you want to do after high school. But start reaching out. Talk to your parents' friends. Talk to their friends' friends. Talk to your neighbors. Talk to anyone that's willing to listen to you discuss the opportunities that you're looking for, and you may be surprised at the pathways they can open up to you for future success. Another thing that you can do is start researching industries that are in demand. You can find opportunities that are suited to match your needs and wants. I'd recommend checking out a presentation that Careers has put together called the Career and Labor Market Research. This presentation will give you a ton of resources that can help you find jobs that are in demand that are suited to your skills and abilities. Now, lastly, another thing you can do is start to expand your job search beyond your community. Every community is different, and it's going to have different opportunities that are available to you. But maybe those opportunities don't match what it is you actually want to explore as career options. So by doing your research is one way that you can expand that job search. And another thing I'd recommend you do is go out and start studying for your driver's license if you haven't already. We hear over and over again that today students are lacking driver's license. And without a driver's license, it can be pretty hard to actually get beyond your own backyard and start exploring those opportunities that might be outside your community that are a great fit for what you're looking for. The third challenge I want to dive into today is the recognition of your own experience and skills. It's no secret that younger workers have limited skills and life experience when entering the workforce. But what can you do to ensure that you're set apart from the rest of the pack? What are some things that you can do to overcome this challenge? Well, you need to understand your transferable skills. By understanding your transferable skills, you'll realize that you have a lot more to bring to the table than you initially thought. And what are your transferable skills? Well, I'm talking about things like communication, leadership, teamwork. These are all things that you're already learning just by going to school, volunteering in the community, playing on sports teams, and even playing video games with your friends. I've attached a transferable skills worksheet to this module, and I encourage you to work your way through it. I'm sure it will highlight some transferable skills that you already have that you probably didn't recognize that you possess. So another thing that you can do is show an eagerness to learn and succeed on the job site. It's important to lean on the skills that you already have, but it's just as important to show vulnerability and to show that you don't know everything and that you're willing to learn and succeed to become a valuable member of the team. Just by showing this eagerness to learn will be a valuable asset in the eyes of an employer. Another thing that you need to start doing at this time is focusing on self-management. And what I'm talking about here is taking control of your own actions. It's simple things like making sure you get up on time, showing up at the job site ready and prepared for the workday, having a willingness to work. Employers don't want to be babysitters. They want to have mature employees. So make sure that you can be that employee that they're looking for.
If you are struggling or need more help looking for work, we would recommend talking to your career or school counselor. We at Careers Next Generation work with off-campus coordinators at your school to help you gain work experience placements, internships, or apprenticeship opportunities. And as we said earlier, looking for work can be exciting, scary, and maybe overwhelming. But we're here to help.
Thanks for following along in our presentation today. Hopefully you found the information useful. Don't forget, if you have any questions, you can always follow up with your teacher, your school counselor, or off-campus coordinator, or you can follow up directly with Careers on our website at www.careersnextgen.ca. Thanks again for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.